Jose Maria Neves has been announced as the new president of Cape Verde after the first round of elections. The former prime minister of the Atlantic archipelago, Neves, says he plans to unite all parties in the country and stress the civic participation of the electorate. On the streets of Praia, dozens celebrated his win with chants and dancing. According to initial results, Neves was elected with 51.5% of the votes. He will be the fifth president of Cape Verde since its independence from Portugal in 1975. Well, we're now joined from Cape Verde by Paul Ejime. He's a member of the ECOWAS Observation Mission to Cape Verde. All right, Paul, glad to have you join us on Newsnight. Now, what does the announcement of Jose Maria Neves mean for the people of Cape Verde, and what is he bringing to the table to turn things around for the country?
Thanks for having me. Well, he served as former prime minister for 15 years, and I think his track record of legacy is what I believe has done the trick for him. Another factor is also the fact that people were getting fatigued with the sitting government that has done the mandatory 2 terms. So I think they remember him for the infrastructure development and then some level of economic growth or development. Before COVID struck, Cape Verde is known for tourism. I think tourism actually accounts for 25% of its gross national products, but has taken a hit from COVID. So he has his job cut out for him to be able to do some work to get put the recovery of the economy on track. And I think the outgoing government has also been lethargic in the management of the COVID pandemic. Perhaps they expect his government to turn things around. But he has also the difficulty of having to govern with a parliament of 72 members, where his party only has 30. The outgoing government has 38 plus 4 who are also supporting them. So those are the challenges, and but of course he can which he can turn to advantage, or will be drowned by it. So that is the scenario, and that's the context.
What would you say about the seeming democratic maturity of this country of barely, just over 500,000 people? 97% went out to vote, and you have the contender in the person of Carlos Verga, who's 71, the main contender, actually congratulating the winner. Is there a level of democratic maturity that other countries, like in Africa, should glean from?
Very well so, because like your reporter mentioned, got in the Cape Verde of 10 islands, 9 of which are habitable, plus 5 islets, has known political stability. It has a reputation for political stability since 1975 that it got independence. And from 1991 that it embraced multi-party democracy. There has been this is the 7th election in the country, and has seen peaceful transfer of power. The 2 parties, the PAICV and MDP, they have shared power between them, and so it hasn't been a one-party affair. So the 2 of them, you may say, well, why has the other parties not come in? But that is the what seems to be going on. US, you have in England, the same thing, dominant parties. So it has that reputation. Some people will say, well, because of its size that is small, But if you cannot manage small, you are likely not going to manage big. Also going for it is the fact that they speak the same language, either Creole or Portuguese, and so that might make things easy. And then they don't have the issue of tribalism or too many neighbors. This is a mountainous and place. It has volcanoes that are active. So, by the way, it suffers some drought at some point, enjoying just a cumulative 1 month of rain in a year. So it has there are the good, the bad, and the ugly for a small place like an archipelago or an insular place state that is sandwiched between Senegal and then Guinea-Bissau. By the way, Cape Verde and Guinea-Bissau were supposed to be one country, united country, but they couldn't quite get it going. So that is the situation. It is I think there is a commitment, a determination at the national level to entrench and consolidate democratic ethos. It is not just because they are small in size, but if you look at their legal system, the electoral laws, the framework that allows for free. In fact, the candidates are the ones pushing. Parties only support them. And then one other thing, there are certain things that I hope I have the time to enumerate some of the things that other countries can emulate from this small islands nation.
Ejime, Global Affairs Analyst, thank you so much for joining us on Newsnight.